Howdy, folks. With the nightclub going on sale last week, I'm sure a lot of people bought one. I thought I'd show how to get it set up and get that lovely passive income rolling in and making you rich. After you've bought the nightclub, the first time you go in, it'll do a cutscene and it will introduce Gay Tony and Laszlo from the old Fame and Shame show from Story Mode. But after the cutscene is finished, you'll be cut loose inside of the unfinished nightclub. And what you're going to want to do is go to the computer. There's one in the office back here. When you first go into the office, it's also going to give you a little cutscene like this and explain what the layout of the office is. Then you can go over to the computer, set yourself up as a CEO or a VIP. And you can do that with a secure serve menu in the interaction menu. Once you've done that, you can sit down in front of the computer and fire it up, and you'll have two menu options to choose from. One is set up staff, and the other is set up equipment. We're going to do the staff one first here. This is a very simple mission. There's no battle involved or anything. You're provided with a four-door sedan, and you're going to go and pick up three folks to help you run the nightclub. They are the bouncer, the warehouse technician, and the bartender. We're going to go and pick up the warehouse technician first. Tony will get on the phone and give you details before you do the mission. They're not marked with a path because you can pick them up in any order. They're marked on the map as little blue person icons. And you can go ahead and just fire up the map like this. We're going to pick up this one here. Looks like it's in downtown. And go pick up the warehouse technician first. So the warehouse technician's up in this alley here. They're marked with that blue caret above their head. So you just pull up, the car will automatically stop. Go ahead and beep the horn, and then the NPC will know that you're there to pick them up. And they'll come over and jump into the car. Then you can go ahead and bring up the map and mark your next pickup point. In this case, we'll go up to Vinewood Hills. There's the bouncer is up here at the comedy club, so we're going to run up there and pick him up. And there he is, right in front of the door. Again, the car will stop automatically. You beep the horn, and the NPC comes over to get in the car. And we'll fire up the map once more and mark our last pickup here, which is the bartender, a young lady hanging out at the beach. So we'll head over and get her. And again, the car stops for us, beep the horn, and the NPC comes over and gets in the car. And once she gets in the car, the mini-map is going to show a yellow path like we would see normally on a mission map. Just like that. So we just got to take them back to the nightclub to get everything started. And that's it. That ends the mission. And when it's over, you'll be inside the nightclub, free to wander around once again. So the next mission that we're going to do is to pick up the equipment. And we're going to have a number of NPCs at the location where the equipment is that we're going to want to kill. So in order to do that, I use a buzzard. So I've gone over to Sandy Shores Airfield and picked up this buzzard. They spawn there once you're rank 42 or above. Then I'm heading in here to go back to the computer. The only mission left is set up equipment. So we're going to collect the equipment from the festival. And there is a festival bus at the location in Sandy Shores where we're going to pick up the equipment. We're going to drive a bus all the way back here, a very slow, unwieldy bus. So we'll bring up the map, and as you can see up here in Sandy Shores, we have our destination. So we're just going to fly on over there, and there'll be a number of NPCs we need to take out here. This is the location. Wait for lock-on, launch a missile. There's 4 of these we have to do. That's 2. There's 3. Should be 1 more. There it is. And that's 4. Now you notice on the mini-map there are still red dots. Those are NPCs that are unarmed but are certainly upset with you, apparently, for coming over here and doing this. So I'll speed this up here. We're going to take them out with a gun. There's the first one. Another one's coming up on this fence. Take him out. And then we get into the bus on the right side of the bus, unlike a car or what have you. Got to go over there. You can see it's got all this junk on top of it. And you don't need to actually make sure that you keep that junk on there. And the reason I say that is because it won't fit underneath the overpasses or the freeway signs. So by the time you get back to the nightclub, most of that superstructure on this bus is going to have been knocked off, and that's fine. Tony will call and say something about it when this stuff gets knocked off, but he's basically saying all they're really interested is the speakers on the side of the bus is what they want. So you can see that piece of superstructure got knocked off there. But we only need the speakers on the sides, so it's okay to have that stuff get knocked off. And here we are back at the nightclub. And there, the mission is completed. We got our RP. The cutscene will play, and then you're given the mission Solomon. You've got to pick up the DJ from the airport. And when you get to the airport, something will happen. They supply this sedan for the mission for you. So once we get to the airport, you're going to see that Solomon's plane has a problem, and he has to go somewhere else to land. There's our marker, and a cutscene will play here, but I'm not going to show it in this. You'll have the joy of watching it on your own. There is Solomon's plane, and he's not landing here. So where he ends up at is Sandy Shores. So we will head out to Sandy Shores here to the airfield, and that's where the plane is at. And a cutscene plays. You pick up Solomon, just like so. And then we just take him back to the nightclub, and that's it. You have now set up the nightclub. At this point, your nightclub is up and running and has a popularity ranking. And you can see what that ranking is by going in the nightclub, and you can press Z on the keyboard, and in the lower right, you can see there's a bar that says popularity. Down on a D-pad on a console will show that data. You want to make sure you're keeping that at about 100% all the time. And the way you do that is by doing popularity missions or by booking new DJs. I'll talk a little bit about the popularity missions here, though. They're pretty simple. You have a safe for your passive income, but it doesn't look like this. This is the arcade, which has a very obvious looking safe, as you could see there. But in the nightclub, the safe is hidden. So I thought I'd show you folks where it's at. Right in front of your computer is this nondescript looking wall. So you just go up and you'll get a prompt for opening your wall safe here. And the safe is hidden in the wall right there. Kind of cool. So you'll collect your passive income right from the safe there. And it comes in at $10,000 per deposit to the safe. So it's pretty decent income. The missions, like this Tony Prince is the guy who's handling all these missions. They're called the Promote Club Jobs. And these club jobs vary from doing things like delivering supplies, and you have to keep the supplies intact. Some of those missions will have NPCs that are attacking you while you're trying to do the deliveries. Others are doing things like spreading propaganda leaflets to promote the club, things like that. And those are obviously very simple missions that you can do. And by doing one of these missions, you will increase your popularity by half a bar. This is a website, a wiki, GTA Wiki, and I'll link to this in the description. And it describes in detail each of these different jobs so you can see what to expect when you do one. So here's a method you can use. You fill your popularity bar until it's 100%. And once it's at 100%, go and do other things and keep an eye on the bottom left of the screen for the money added to safe message. After 2 payments, you'll have received $20,000 and lost half a bar. From here, you have 48 minutes to act. Go and do a nightclub promotion mission. One nightclub promotion mission will give you half a bar of popularity. After the mission, you have 100% popularity again and start the process over. If you do this correctly, every 96 minutes you play online, you'll need to do one popularity mission, one promotion mission. So that's it. I hope this helps some folks out there. Until the next video, take care.